All right, Mormons. Another day in the bondage in the United States of America, with both the president, who last night threatened Congress to back off an investigation, all investigations, and otherwise there will be no legislation. Do you guys know that that is the definition of a crime? You cannot tell the authorities to back off of an investigation, especially when it's involving you. There are plenty of movies that talk about this subject. You cannot tell those who are doing investigations to back off and not investigate, especially when it's criminal behavior. That's a naughty no-no. And our president got up last night and threatened the Congress to back off the investigations into him, or there will be no legislation. So, yeah, an interesting thing is that both the church and the government, Trump, have the RICO law that's applicable. RICO law? What do you... I'm watching The Sopranos, guys. I'm almost finished. Got a couple seasons left. But, yeah, they keep talking about it. And I watch Blue Bloods. They talk about it. And, you know, it has to do with crime boss organizations. That if you can get the crime boss encouraging in any level of degree the criminal behavior of their followers, the members, then you've got the crime boss, the leader of the gang, the leader of the religion. And so, yeah, this new Deseret Nation on Twitter, saying that they're going to purge the membership of apostates and force everybody to follow the prophet, which I've already confirmed over and over now, because I now know Mormon weakness. I now know what enrages you. I now know what shames you so much that you attack me instead with your thumbs down. Translation. They don't have the key of translation. The priesthood key of translation is gone. They don't have it. They never did have it. Brigham Young to Nelson, nobody has done any translation of any ancient document. They're not seers. And so, yeah, that's why. And the abuse that goes on towards women, towards the poor, towards ethnic groups. Do you guys not see it? In Utah, there are segregated churches. Can't have that. And women, you know, I did the video about women being abused. You know, he made the changes in the temple, but he did not make the changes in society that were necessary. He did not make the changes in the church that were necessary. You know, giving women the right to wear slacks in the mission field, sorry, that don't count. And so, yeah, the church is in serious trouble for RICO violations. You know, if only the FBI wasn't paid off by the church here in Utah. So yeah, FBI of course has members of the church working for the FBI here in Utah, and so yeah, they're not going to go against the church. But did I not tell you about Mosiah talking about how he was giving up the kingdom to preach the word because he didn't want a king to rule on the throne who would be wicked. And that's what we're experiencing. You know, they protect themselves. They put in their friends, or they pay off people to support them. Compromat is what it's called. And so the FBI is compromat to the church. Oh, wow. Yeah, they'll go after the FLDS church. No, those snap violators. But the church, for all the abuses and financial frauds and all that's going on with them, no, they won't go after them. Not even with RICO. And so, priestcraft. You know, the church is involved in priestcraft, guys. The leaders set themselves up as a light, and they get paid for it. And they neglect the poor at the same time. And so the big thing that I'm doing is they've got no keys. No fruit, no keys. And yeah, it's bad news, Mormons. You know, I finally had a visit from my minister. Yeah, he stopped by with his young family. He's new in the ward, apparently. He's new since I was given the ultimatum threat to stop saying that the Book of Mormon is the official doctrine of the church regarding the fall of Adam, or don't bother coming back to church. That's an ultimatum threat, Mormons. And nobody seems to get that, especially the West Valley City Police, who joined in the threat against me. It's an ultimatum threat. You can't make threats, people. That's a crime. And the police here in West Valley City have committed a crime when I went and complained about others who had done the same thing to me. I went to the police to petition for a redress of grievances, and they, instead of helping me, turned on me and also threatened me. This is a worst case scenario in existence. We are in a nation that does not care about the Constitution and the rights guaranteed to every citizen. This is horrifying, guys, and Mormons don't see it. Mormons would rather spend their time threatening me, putting thumbs down, and organizing a gang that's going to go around killing Mormons for not being obedient to corrupt leaders in the church. The Desnat. It's the Danites resurrected. And I went and did the video for you guys about the Danites. I really want to do the church history video series, but it's going to take forever. Each one will be hours long. So, yeah, I can only do it in parts, and you guys are going to be going, what? What? I want to know more. But, yeah, Mormons are past feeling. Mormons don't care anymore. You know, the family yesterday, they're clueless. They don't even know. I told him I was going to be watching the State of the Union, and he was going, yeah, all right. If that's what you want to do. He doesn't care about government. He doesn't care about anything. Unbelievable. And so, yeah, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know my situation. But he's paired up with Philip Smith, apparently. Philip Smith is the member. He married a woman whose sons have autism. I think 3 sons, and then there's a daughter. And so her husband not in the picture, and he came in to marry her and take on the boys with autism. And they've had to deal with Bishop Hammond, who didn't want the boys to get baptized, because if a person is mentally ill, they don't need baptism. They're automatically celestial. They go to the celestial kingdom in the Mormon doctrinal theology. But the oldest son, I guess, finally was able to demonstrate enough knowledge and was able to respond to the bishop's questions in their secret private interview. Thank goodness for the Protect LDS Children movement to stop that. But he was able to get baptized. He still demonstrates what is considered autistic symptoms, but good kid. The next younger son, he's a handful. When I was Neighborhood Watch president, a call went out on our Facebook group for our neighborhood because he had not come home, and mother was worried, and another neighbor found him just standing in the street. Cars driving by, and he's just standing there in the middle. So yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. And the mother, instead of taking help from others who are willing to give it, because I asked her, is there anything that we can do for you to help you? And she never responded. And so yeah, she feels ashamed. There's another lady that I helped with the project that I told you guys about, and now I have who knows how many more this morning, but I helped her, and she loves the movie from way back in the 80s called Amy, and I realized that she associates herself with Amy, the character, because she had a daughter who also has problems. So yeah, women, it's not your fault. Technically, it's the government for allowing the environment to be polluted. That's my suspicion, is that we have not turned the earth into a garden paradise. Instead, we have polluted and destroyed it in the air, in the land, in the seas. And so you can't pollute the land and then grow crops expecting them to be clean from any kind of poisons. So, alright, but anyway, I mean, that's just further abuse for women to blame themselves for something that's not their fault. You know, the rape cases down at BYU, you know, women used to be punished also for being raped, and in 2017 they finally stopped and altered their laws on that. And then also 2017, Salt Lake County decided, oh, I guess we better deal with these rape kits that have been piling up, and we've been doing nothing with them, and now the statute of limitations is over. So yeah, the church is evil, beyond evil, and this is worst case scenario living that we're in. And if you guys think that, oh, we're in the greatest nation in the world, and we're free to do whatever we want, and life is great, and life is good, well, you have no clue. You have no clue how much better it can be. I mean, you go to work. I know you guys do. You go to work and you complain about having to work. You'd rather be on vacation. You'd rather be doing fun stuff. I know you guys. Everybody wants that. Very few of us get to do what we like to do. who went into an education and now are doing the career in that education. Very few of us. You see, and I didn't do it for the money. You know, people who go in to be doctors, lawyers, businessmen, and they actually become those career fields, they still really don't like it. They just do it because it's big bucks, big money. And doing it for the money still isn't satisfying. It's not what they love. And you know, it may come easy to some of them, and they may get the big bucks, but you know, doctors, I guess, get to go play on the golf field, but it's got to be tough on them to watch people who are in pain and almost losing their lives, and some losing their lives. And that's going to take a toll on doctors. And so, yeah, imagine being able to actually cure people rather than treating symptoms. Oh, you're in pain? Oh, okay, well, we won't treat the cause. We'll treat the symptom of pain. Yeah, the medical field is all a fraud, too. In the mechanical field, you know, your car is not supposed to break down. It can last a lifetime. They won't do that. And so our economy is corrupt. And so it's all tied together, guys. Corruption feeds and breeds and spreads. And everybody's involved in it because that's the system. You can't survive unless you get compromise on yourself. And and those who refuse to get compromise on themselves get punished with poverty. So, alrighty. So, just wanted to keep you updated with what's going on. I'll probably do a video going over comments. I should get caught up on that, making sure that no abusers are on my channel. So I'll do that, I guess. So yeah, RICO. The church is a crime boss. They can go down because they're talks in conference. You know, that's the evidence. So, all right. Yeah, I don't get to go running today. It snowed last night.